Assalamualaikum. My name is Wanazulaika binti Ismail. Today I will talk about, does watching TV shows or movies about teenage suicide encourage it or prevent it? Shouldn't people be able to take their own destiny? Do people have to live with continuously pain? What if you can choose to die while you're still here with your full mind and make it an ending with your family and friends instead of waiting till the end is there? It can affect everyone. Imagine that one of your friends or family is terminal and in pain. Instead of the whole procedure, it has to be easier. Also, the teenage has to have their own opinion together with the thought of doing it or not. I'm going to talk about teenage suicide shows or movie and why it affecting teenagers' thought. My main point are what is suicide, how it affecting teenage, and what we can do to stop this. Teenage suicide, in other words, youth suicide has not been a new issue in modern life nowadays. This matter has become a tragedy over the world, a burden for both government and families. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, suicide is a third leading cause of death for 15 to 24 years old after accident and homicide. The first thing I would like to explain is how shows and movies affecting teenagers. There are several problems why this case happening. Unhealthy lifestyle such as disturbed emotion and other problems. It can cause the individual to face critical emotional disturbances, and the individual can get unexpected pain. An abnormal and unhappy life will cause a person to act out of control. There are many reasons why a person tends to commit suicide, such as watching violent TV shows or movies. Next, watching a TV shows or movies. This suicide happen because teenagers watching TV shows and movies. Incidents like this happen because teenagers who have problems in their life feel that what has been shown in an inspirational that can solve their life problem. Related plan and storyline that seem to be the same as their life make them have to act like that. They feel there was no other solution but suicide. There is no doubt that the director of the show just wants to bring awareness to the youth. However, they think that the show that was shown stimulates them to do it. Shows that are shown related to life problems, whether related to families, friends, romance, and so on. What makes them think that they need to do such action to get a piece of life? Now that we know why teenagers are having thought like that, I'm going to tell you why it encourages them rather than helping them to prevent it. The characters in the show or movies. The actor and actress are playing big role in the movie. They will follow what they are interested in. There are also teenagers who are obsessed with certain actor they are interested in. This not only involves the storyline but also involves the characters played by the actor. Although only some teenagers are involved in the suicide, but it has a big impact on the surrounding community, especially involving the families. For example, the community will wonder what happened in their family that the teenage did such a thing, and this gives the community a bad view of the victim families. Teenagers involved in suicide mostly have unknown life problems. When they watch TV that show suicide, it makes them think that the committing suicide they can solve the problem. The characters played in the show have an impact on this suicide victim. There are some actors who are popular and are in demand by many because of their good looks and great acting skill. Teenagers will be influenced by the character play when they empathize with the character. Every performance by the actor will make the audience feel excited and impressed. It needs to be given full attention related to the show being shown. Most teenagers are easily influenced because they like to rebel and don't want to be stopped. Everybody has to have their own decision when they are in pain and they suffer. Also, when you are terminal and you know that there is no way back, those persons should have option. You can make a difference and give those people an option, but they need to be aware of what happened after their action. Next, we move to what we can do to prevent it. Parents play an important role because they are the closest people and are always together. Teenagers who have problems can also share with their close people and seek professionals to help them solve serious and endless problems. Make word of mouth. Various problems can be solved if a person does not hide what he feels. From the nature of hatred will change to unspeakable revenge. So, the last way that will be done is to commit suicide. Teenagers are a group that is heavily involved in this case. We need to pay more attention to them so that they don't feel left out. Talk to your friend, family, neighbors about it. There is no denying that talking to loved ones also play an important role when it comes to serious feeling and issue. These were all my main points where I want to talk about. So I talk about, does watching TV shows or movies about teenage suicide encourage it or prevent it? In conclusion, this issue of suicide can mean different things to different people. Some people describe suicide as a mental illness, while others may define it as a burdensome life problem. Living a healthy life is important to obtain an optimal level of mental and physical well-being of a person. Our behavior has an effect on almost everything we do. Our habits greatly influence and determine the decisions we make throughout the day, from the moment we wake up to work in this morning to the moment we go to bed at night. Therefore, we need positive and life-enriching support and thought if we want to improve the overall quality of life we live. Although living a healthy life does not guarantee that we will not be happy, it will at least ensure that we are able to solve emotional problems. That's all. Thank you.